All right, people, we're live. We're back again. Sinners and Saints podcast this time around. So we're just discussing what happened in the Premier League this weekend, this midweek. It's been crazy, man. It's
all
been
the way,
crazy. What
all
do you
the way,
think?
all the way back to weekend. I mean, this is Soccer Villa here.
Yeah.
It's the first time in a long time where there was a 2-1 gameplay for the whole four teams, the whole four games that played during the weekend. One of a kind, totally different from what we used to seeing. And then this midweek was filled with surprises. I mean, I had already given the call that Arsenal in favor for the league. They're still moving strong. Let's see how far they can go. I think Pep dropped a few points today, and Arsenal picked up some points. So they probably have what, like 8 points now? Ish.
Let's
And
see.
some
Yeah, they're
Arsenal
like
fans
7 points clear of Manchester City right now.
are 7 points. So some Arsenal fans around me are happy. Some Man U fans too around me are not happy. So
Hey,
and and
let, let, let,
I'm not trying to throw shades. I mean, there are some people like right here in this same place.
yeah.
They be
Let's
like,
start from the beginning of the match week, right? The midweek match week.
all right, man.
Liverpool losing to Wolves, man.
See
That
that
game,
you got to explain that game to me. Why Liverpool lost to Wolves? Because I can't really tell you that I saw that game. I can't even believe that game.
bro.
Wolves has not won more than 4 games this season already.
Hmm.
If Liverpool was one of the people they licked,
That was their third win of the season.
oh, that was their third
Third
win.
win of whole
Wow.
season.
And this slot is actually breaking new grounds.
Man, he's,
That's,
he's, he's
that's,
creating courses for that team. Not
well,
breaking courses, he's creating courses. That guy, yeah, and his slot is just he's on a level right now where
I was saying that that name slot, they are definitely going to, he's going to rub off.
and the crazy thing about Arne Slot is that he came in when he came in, he sounded so sure of himself. He sounded like he knew what he was doing, like nobody could touch him, you understand? But it got to a point where
Hmm.
after winning the league this season now,
Hmm.
everyone is like they are seeing him for what he is. He actually has to coach now. He actually has to coach now, and it's not
Hmm.
looking good for him. It doesn't look like his tactics are coming in or the players are absorbing
I
what he
mean,
wants them to do.
what do you expect? What do you expect when when you have little or less to give out? You have to sell yourself. You know, the loudest person in the room sometimes wants to give off the energy that they know exactly what they're saying. So and then um everything turns towards your favor, and then everybody, you have the spotlight on you. I mean, this is not the first time, second time, third time I've told people countlessly, Jurgen Klopp was the owner of the Liverpool that won the cup. It was just Jurgen Klopp's team, Jurgen Klopp's game style, Jurgen Klopp's delivery, Jurgen Klopp's pattern,
Facts.
different person. It was like Jurgen Klopp behind the mask. Simple, right? Now you got your own team. Now you're trying to put together your boys. I think for a huge, if Arne Slot is actually a very grateful person, he should split his check and give a good portion to Etekite, because
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ekitike, yeah.
Ekitike is actually making him still have a job right now. So
If not for
if
Ekitike's goals, I can't even imagine where they'll be at this
if you
season.
take Etekite's goals off, Liverpool probably will be around 10th position.
100%, 100%. That's not even a question because
So
at some point he was the only person scoring, and
yes.
he's still the only reliable person in the squad, like the
Mhm.
reliable goal scorer in the squad. Even when Isak was around, he wasn't a reliable goal scorer. So they really depended on Ekitike to carry them for long spells in the season, and he felt like the team played according to his form. So when he was in form, Liverpool looked
Mm,
good, and when he was out of form, Liverpool looked bad because Mo Salah has not been keeping up to his end of his bargain of the bargain. You understand? And on the left hand side, Cody Gakpo can not be trusted. It's just hit or miss. So Ekitike, that attack, and Florian Wirtz has shown that he needs time to adapt. He still needs some time. Even if he's adapting better now, he still needs some time. Eketike is the only person that came in and hit the ground running. So
hit the
that's
ground running.
that's he needs to be on form for Liverpool to be good.
Yeah. Etikite actually, or Ekitike, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'll use whatever comes to my head first. So he
Yeah,
actually has settled in fully, or at least to a large extent. And confidence plays so much in your game style. One, two goals, and then he got boosted. Starts, he's part of the whole game build up. He's not missing in the game. It's not.
yeah,
He's the kind of attacker that will fall back, try to build the game, and then go back and then try to spread the ball to whatever that the team has to do.
yeah.
So so far so good. It's all panning out. It's all working for him, and I think for the most part, he's the one pushing the team single-handedly. Girl, they should be grateful for that. I mean, it wasn't Nunes, because if it was Nunes probably would be missing a few
Yeah.
opportunities too. But I mean, I like people, I like players that step up. They step up because sometimes the whole ambience, and you came into a big team from wherever you were, it trickles down on your performance, and then boom, you're lost in the crowd, you're lost in the noise. It's hard for
True.
you to pick up. Yeah, he's been doing with that all right. I wonder where Ketike is going to be if he was playing for Man City. Probably be
Man,
better.
if he was
Probably.
playing for Man City, like in the 10 behind Salah, or I mean behind uh
Haaland.
Ireland, man.
It would have been.
Well, it's difficult to. It's difficult, but in City, I think it would be better if he played on the left, and Semenyo is there already.
uh,
Semenyo is there already, and man,
I,
Semenyo, talk about that guy, man. Anyway, before we get to that, what do you think about uh another thing I want to talk about Liverpool is that, yeah, with
yeah.
Liverpool, it feels like they have
Sorry.
their their defense, which is supposed to be the most reliable part of their team in most cases,
Mhm.
right? Mo Salah and their defense have been the most reliable parts of their team because they've had fantastic centre back partnerships over the years. And Van Dijk has arguably every season been the best defender in the Premier League for a long time.
Mhm.
Not the past 2 seasons considerably, but for a long time he has been like the seen as one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in the Premier League at least. But now it
Okay.
seems like that's going away. It seems like
It,
that's going away,
it, it, yeah.
and the way I'm looking at it is like that defense was the backbone of the team. Him and Konate, even when Konate wasn't doing very well, at least Konate was holding his own. But this season, it's
Mm,
like the defense has become
mm,
so shambolic, so bad.
mm, mm.
Just a shadow of itself. With Trent leaving, Robertson is not who he used to be anymore. The new signings, what's his name? Jeremy
Kerkers.
Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong and Kekes, both of them
Mm,
have just. Kekes is now playing well a little bit. Frimpong was playing better when they were playing him on the right wing at some point. But in
mm.
general, that team, the gelling is not gelling yet. It's not gelling.
I mean, every team will go through that moment where new people come in, and then they try to put them in the mix, especially in the first team. And the people that you're supposed to take over from, that you are like a protege of, you
Yeah.
have to take over from them. They are already old, or their age is telling on them. Now, Liverpool has been a team that has played a certain amount of players almost every game. Under club plays with like probably a stable 7, 8 players at least,
One
that
second.
almost never change.
Yeah.
So those 7, 8 players are always going to be there. They're always going to be the ones playing. So age has started telling on them. The amount of hours played altogether is hitting on them. What do you expect? I mean, even the time everybody was crazy about what Van Dijk used to be. I mean, being in the Premier League and being a defender that can give goals is an added advantage. Like for example, when we had the likes of John Terry, those people, when because they are defenders and they give goals, then you know that you have someone that could both block the ball and also give you goals. But mind you, Van Dijk always needs that support from his other back. That will always be like the person. He has always been like a shadow guy, right? He knows how to
Yeah.
use his weight. Van Dijk is really tall and is heavy, almost like he has a body frame of like Holland playing in defense. So it's not much about a speed runner. He wouldn't go forward and like track back with those massive ass speed, but he knows how to use his body weight, do some good,
Angles.
yeah, blocks and all that stuff. But he always would be the person to clear off the second balls or the ball off the feet while someone has actually put the pressure. Most times he's worked with that with not that this name escapes my mind, but yeah, Matip.
Yeah,
Matip, yes, because I was the person that was actually remember was the one in the midfield. What's his name?
Matic.
No, no, not Matic. Like Matip is the person I wanted to say, but I was remembering this other midfielder that played for them during the time of Matip.
Wijnaldum.
He
Fabinho.
no, yeah, Fabinho. I was remembering more Fabinho than this. So Matip was always the real guy that would do the fours. Even the time when they started blending Konate to the whole mix,
Mm-hmm.
it was still Konate would go do like first go do the first challenge and then he
Yeah,
does the
Matic.
clear he does the clearing,
Yeah.
Yeah. So but now this is someone that has played how many games? Like so many games. I think he's only been injured maybe once during his whole career in Liverpool. He has played like every single game.
Mm-hmm.
Van Dijk has played
Yeah,
every
there was a season that season when Jordan Pickford did that to him.
yeah.
Messed up
So
his knee. That's what that's it. That's the time he missed significant amount of time.
okay, just that season.
Yeah.
Apart from that, he has played almost every game for Liverpool, right? Which is one of those things that as long as you have the opportunity to be on the pitch, then you can show yourself some more. So he has been great. He has been gracious enough to have the opportunity to have this time. He's a great defender, but these people are getting old. The what they call him, the Robertson, getting old. Van Dijk, it's already old
Yeah.
with a lot of miles on their legs too. So,
100%.
so they are tired.
They're not young people at all.
Exactly. Salah too is tired. All these people put together. So, bringing in a new generation is the idea, but it will take them time too. Some of them are going to blend in, but whatever they are in the sum total it is shambolic because I don't think there's someone that can take over from Vigil yet. So, and that's
Yeah.
going to be a huge problem, much
But
more than what you're seeing.
you can never replace a player like Virgil van Dijk. You understand? The day he decides to step out of that club, the hole in the heart will be so big that the club will go through generations. They will go through generations to be able to solve that. So it's
Well,
not it's not something that is easy to solve. They'll just
um,
have to find a way to play without him.
Chelsea has tried to solve. They're still trying to solve it. I mean, a defense generation that was able to hold down 15 goals in the whole of Premier League. It's never happened
Even
before.
you're going too far. Chelsea have still haven't replaced Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva was more like somebody who that could make us probably say we now forget John Terry. We haven't even freaking changed John Terry.
Yeah.
Levi Colwill would have probably covered that space. For me, he would
See,
have been grown into that.
let me say this here. You see this
Yeah,
Levi Colwill brother, yeah.
yeah.
It's like you guys are missing him because he's not playing. If Levi Colwill was playing, you wouldn't be missing him because I remember before all these Levi Colwill hype, Chelsea fans were giving it to that guy. You guys were
No,
onto that guy. Levi
but
Colwill
not
was
not
he
me.
couldn't, he couldn't do
I
anything right. He couldn't do anything right in the perspective of Chelsea fans. They were
mm.
ridiculing this guy every time. Now he's injured, and all of a sudden he's this superstar that you guys are waiting to come back and save your defense.
I don't know. Maybe it was the Chelsea fans that used to. I mean,
He's
the
now this
person
Messiah.
I'll know. The person I'm not a huge fan of is Fofana, not Colwill. I always like Colwill's growth.
Really?
Yes, I
Fofana is way more talented than Colwill, in my opinion.
no, and that's your opinion. But for me, I think it's just a loud blown whistle
Nah.
because I'm telling you, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why from my own perspective.
Hmm.
Now, Wes is a great guy, great defender, but he's caught in two minds. That's number one. And Wes is not as firm in his decisions when he's trying to like defend the ball. Sometimes he's caught in this indecision for me, and it's
Hmm.
not. I don't know if it was after if these things happened after he got injured. your time off from the game too is going to mess with you for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, but if I want to say compared to the way Reece James reintegrated after his own injury, you based on his own technique, you were the one that said it the other time that people grow technique at an early age of
True.
football, and once you, to me, the man or the player Levi Colwill will grow into is I would pick him 4 or 5 times before I pick a Wesley Fofana.
I agree, but people can have ceilings as much as the ceiling is developed early, right?
Yeah.
People can have ceilings and never reach them. So the question is, from what I've seen from Levi Colwill and what I've seen from Fofana,
Yeah.
talent wise, what
Okay.
they can do on the football pitch, what they have done for Chelsea,
Mhm.
I think Fofana is just more talented than Colwill. Although Colwill, Chelsea has been successful more with Colwill than with Fofana, but because I mean, I believe he played in the Club World Cup you guys won, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And he
his
played in
socks.
the
Yeah.
Conference League. At least you guys won the Conference League with
Yeah.
Levi Colwill. So this guy, he has done more for Chelsea than Fofana. But notwithstanding,
Mhm.
Fofana is still more talented than Colwill. Fofana has played for France. I mean, he's been called up to France. I don't remember if he has played, but he's been called up.
Okay. You know, sometimes you can be called up because the other options are not available.
I agree, but man, even when he came to Leicester, Chelsea signed him for 70 million for a reason. Fofana is a serious player, man.
See,
I don't think you appreciate him more.
I would have spent
Very complete defender,
I would have spent okay.
profile wise.
I would have spent the money I spent on Fofana. I would have spent that money on Lavia. Lavia still goes to injuries, comes back. You can still see a freaking talented midfielder.
Yeah, but now
It,
he like yeah,
it,
see yeah.
it,
Another thing about the Lavia thing, let me just say
mm,
this here. Sorry to
mm,
cut you off, but let me just say
yeah,
this.
yeah.
One thing about Lavia is that we all have this idea of what Romeo Lavia is. Yeah, he's just got back from injury and he
Mhm.
played a couple of games, but he's not been good. So let's not act like he's been good yet. He's been all right. He's been average. He's not been great yet. He has to
Yes,
come back
yes.
and prove
The
to us. He has to come back
yes,
and prove to us that he's that good.
that is true. But coming back to prove means that more time without injury.
Yes, yes,
You can't prove it when you get in on the pitch like 9, 10 minutes before the game end.
true,
But
true.
9, 10 minutes before the game ends, they give you a pass and you move with the ball like the Romeo we know. Then we know that okay, you still got this thing inside of you first.
Mhm.
This is not your game time. This one is because of how the muscle memory. Your muscle memory still tells him that hey, if I hold the ball, you cannot run to take the ball from me.
Yeah,
Classic. So I hold it there. So until he gets to like peak performance, where because peak performance is also your fitness, the fact that you stay on the pitch without dying every single 2, 3 months, like we have to resubscribe to Romeo Lavia every
yeah,
2, 3 months and take him off after like 1 month and put him back. So if his fitness is back great, if someone can come into the pitch and then you can understand that some people when they come into the pitch their first touch is always bad, they are still warming up. This dude comes into the pitch just after missing a lot of games and his first touch is good. He does some drop shoulder that are effective, not like he was trying to do some. You just know this thing's innate, right? It's more like someone that took up a role of being Caicedo when he was a mini version of being Hazard,
yeah,
because he's a dribbler by nature. You can see the way he does it. Very
yeah.
easy. It's not. It's kind of. He has those flair.
He's
So
very
that's
fluid in his dribbling actions and the way he like picks up the ball, the positioning, how he
yeah.
turns his body when he's moving into space, how he drives with the ball and things like that. A lot of good things about Lavia, you understand, but these are
So
all things that we've seen before from him.
you should be
I need to
grateful.
see,
You should
I
be
need to
grateful
see at
someone
least
came back
I need to see at
and
least 10, 15 games on the bounce, right? Of good
exactly.
football, quality football before I start to think about putting money from
Exactly.
the football man.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. Everybody would want to see that way because of, time would always tell you how good and consistent you are with your game, right? But he has not been favored in that light. I mean, when this are the type of things that happen with James too. When James got back, they tried to like infuse him to the game 2 games later, he broke a toe or something. It was just crazy. He was now going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is like the first time James has been on now for like probably 4 months, and there's no story. Do you
Rich
understand?
James.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rich James. This is like the first time in a while, and we know what James is made up of, right? So if you want to
but
see,
I'll tell
okay,
you this here. It's expected. I'll tell you why.
okay,
But I believe it's expected that he's not getting injured anymore. Because I'll explain to you why. The
okay.
reason why Rich James is not getting injured anymore is because he's not playing a right back anymore. If you play Rich
Oh,
James, if you play Rich James at right back for 10 straight games and he plays at least 80 minutes, right?
yeah,
It's not like I want him to be injured or anything, but if you
yeah.
play him for 10 straight games
Hmm.
and at right back,
Hmm.
80 minutes per game,
Hmm.
something is gonna happen. He's gonna
Yeah,
play.
there's
Something is
every
gonna happen.
tendency, there's every tendency that's gonna
But,
happen. So,
but but he's such a good footballer that he doesn't have to play right back. So he doesn't have to play right back to affect the game. So play him in midfield as long as you have him on the pitch and he has his job to do and you center everything around him, then
mhm.
you have a footballer there that you have to use. You have to use him. But the injuries have been a pain. The injuries have been a pain. It's made us miss a lot of the development of regimes because regimes didn't really develop before our eyes because of the injuries. He developed outside of our eyes. Regimes just came back from every injury and he was a better footballer than he was. Like
Yeah.
Regimes just came back from every injury and he was a better footballer than he was before he got injured.
There's
He
one
just
that, yeah, go on.
it just improves time and time again. It's
That
like it's not a system where, oh, you remember that game, Rich James broke out in that game, Rich James did this in that game. Like because we see that with other players, we watch them develop. We watched
yeah,
Bukayo
true,
Saka. We
true.
watched Bukayo Saka develop. We
Grow
watched
from game to game.
Amad Diallo, for example, develop. But Rich James, it just happened in progression. It's just, for example, if Lavia comes back and is like becomes a world class midfielder. That's how Rich James' situation was. Although Rich James is not as bad as Lavia. Like Lavia basically hasn't played for Chelsea, but
Yeah.
the injuries of Rich James contributed to
Lavia
him
hasn't played for
developing
Chelsea.
inside of
Yeah, like
inside.
literally, Lavia hasn't played for Chelsea.
Yeah,
Like he hasn't played for Chelsea because I don't know what he wants to put in his portfolio for
I believe
Chelsea.
Mason Mount probably has more games for Man United than Lavia has for Chelsea.
Now, for his James too, there was a season. There was one time he came back from injury, and I think he scored like his first 3, 4 free kicks. I was like, you know, Reece James just developed into one free kick machine. I don't know what trainings he was doing while he was away, trying to heal and come back. So I mean, the growth of these players, like experience to me, back to if I wanted West or Levi Colwell, I've never shaded Levi Colwell for his gameplay. The same thing you were talking about is like what the Unk, we call him Uncle Tosin, is
Mm,
facing with Chelsea fans, shading him and shading him.
yeah,
He has his own days. He has his own days, you know. He has his own days, but yeah, I wouldn't go into Tosin's own case, but if it's for me between those people like Wes and Levi Colwell, I would always want to go with him because at the end of the day, his basic um responsibilities when we have Levi Colwell, there's this extra confidence he gives to me that I don't get with Wes. I don't get with Wes like we are protected when I play with Wes.
I
I,
see.
g-
I
I
see.
get I get with Levi Cole with that we have, bro. If you cross him, he's going to do something to you.
There's more
That's
sense of security with Cole than there.
exactly. I don't need him to do drop off shoulder. He just needs to secure. But one person I pray to God that we should just change is Sanchez. I don't care if he sees this video 5 years later. Hey, Sanchez needs to work on his. I don't know. I don't know, but there's something about
I
having.
thought Chelsea fans were like okay with Sanchez.
No, 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 no. Me, if I was Chelsea fan speaking on behalf of them, I'll say it now. I don't, I really, because he has good reflexes. He has very good days at the office, but it's more very flaky. I've dealt with this flakiness ever since he took over. I was like, oh, even Mendy's secure.
And you know
He,
one thing about goalkeepers here, the goalkeeper is the one position you don't want any flakiness in. You want it to be stable. You don't want to be talking about your goalkeeper.
look at Alison Becker. How
That's
old is he?
that
Really
is
old.
one thing. No,
He
Allison
he
this season
give
has not been good.
no leave this season.
I mean, in
But look
general,
at
yeah,
who Alison Becker has been over the years.
true,
If you
true.
have you need to have somebody that even the players who come to play Chelsea know that hey, there's every chance this guy feature ball.
Yeah,
Because it's a game there. Look at what he did the last game that we lost to Arsenal. He lost the ball twice. He had to slide 2 times. So just pretend that
yeah.
somebody
Sanchez is not
just
case, man.
pretend
It's not
somebody
case.
just pretend somebody threw their leg out so that he can go just use and give a card. Boom. We
Sanchez
just
are
start.
not case.
And this is already like between 5 minutes of the game started. Just we would have had a game in 10 minutes that already had a red card of the
Mm-hmm.
keeper. Just so it's ugly to see because I already have people I'll use as a benchmark. I already have Check. I already have Courtois. I already know how it feels to have those people who will give you that ideal. See, I want my front, my back five. That's the keeper and the four defenders. Give me that feeling of nothing they happen. But having all these bloops with a few ifs and maybe kind of people have always been like the backstory. If maybe Sanchez can give you a save that will be like, oh my god, and then he can make a mistake that'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah, and that being said, yeah,
Yeah.
because I can give you the Manchester United example of Onana and the new goalkeeper. And
Hmm.
it's not just Onana. From Onana, we went to Bayendir and then now Lamens.
Hmm.
Lamens, we don't talk about Lamens for the most part unless he has a game where he does some crazy stuff, and he's been doing that a lot lately. We usually don't talk about him, and that's how he's supposed to be. You don't want to be talking about your goalkeeper. You don't want your goalkeeper to be in the news. If your goalkeeper is in the news, is most if your goalkeeper is in the news a lot, it's
Hmm.
not for good things. It means that
Hmm.
he's messing up a lot. It means that he's not doing his job. It means that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. You understand? So your
Yeah.
goalkeeper being quiet goes a long way in the quiet. Basically, the media attention your goalkeeper gets is a reflection of what your defense will look like. Because the
Mm,
more media attention the goalkeeper gets, the more
mm.
fidgeted the defense looks because the goalkeeper now is not sure of himself anymore. So
Yes.
the way it is here for Chelsea with Sanchez is that he's good enough where he passes the low bar of Mendy that went away.
Mm.
Because Mendy was a decent goalkeeper for a while and then he became shit all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Mendy was decent for a while until he became shit.
Same as Kepa too.
Sanchez, yeah, Mendy is the difference between let me just throw this point out there. Yeah.
Mm.
The difference between Mendy and Sanchez is that Mendy was good for a while until he became shit. I remember
Mm.
Mendy was in contention or was even in World 11 or something like that.
Yeah. He was.
Sanchez is good and shit at the same time, so it's difficult to let him go. It is the Amorim syndrome. When you're just good enough, it is the Amorim. It is it is really the Amorim syndrome. When you're just good enough to remain in the job, but you're not good enough to be successful at the level that is expected of the job. So it is clearly the Amorim syndrome, and Chelsea has seen that with their goalkeeper. The best thing to do in situations like this is to let that goalkeeper go because trust me, in the
Mhm.
market you can find options that are better than him. Sanchez he's a Premier League goalkeeper, but he's not a Chelsea starting goalkeeper in my opinion.
He probably needs to be a starting goalkeeper in like Brighton or Wolves, not
Yeah, like he
Chelsea.
was in Brighton. That's he's a Brighton
Yeah.
goalkeeper.
I know, but he was supposed to stay there, not to
Yeah.
come to Chelsea because I was saying to somebody that I'll peak a flaky Pickford. I'll
Mhm.
peak Vicario before I pick Sanchez.
I don't know about Vicario probably because Vicario has shown some things up.
Remember Vicario last season because now this is what happens. Both your defense line and your keeper has to be in some type of sync that now gives this extra confidence. You guys now look like something.
Yeah.
And during the one that helped them carry the cup, what is his name? Is Postecoglou, during
Yeah.
Ange Postecoglou. he was scoring every game. They tried their best, especially his first season. They did what they scored like their first 7 games. They scored on every game, or they scored more than 2 goals in every game.
Yeah.
You know, Tottenham had a different demeanor when it came to their defense, probably until they started playing like high line and all that stuff. And just messed them up with that one and all of that. But I saw the Vicario of what he could do if he was around confident defenders,
Yeah.
right? Now it's a different ball game. A keeper can only stretch between, some bandwidth where his arms can reach from one crossbar to another.
Hmm.
But that's as much as he can go. What happens with the people who are supposed to stand in front of him? So I believe, to me, I'll pick a Pickford or a Vicario, or maybe probably one other keep. Like Sanchez you can't play with this confidence. And also, let me also tell you, when you're this type of keeper, even your defenders are affected because they know, although they will be giving you all the high and all of that as a team body, but they know that, oh boy,
It's just a matter of time before
this
four
boy
balls
if
is
you,
loose.
this boy exactly, how do you lose a ball from trapping, and then you trap so bad, another your attacking player from your opponent saw the chance to want to run into you, and you already trapped this ball to give it out, but you were indecisive in the moment. How can you just pump the ball into the air? Just And you are
Yeah.
indecisive and you're looking for perfection like you're a striker in front of your
Sometimes,
goal.
yeah, Sanchez, the kind of mistakes he makes are so dumb, and they are so obvious. The kind of obvious mistake that any base level goalkeeper should not be making. At talk less of goalkeeper that's at Chelsea and has been in the Premier League for so many years.
And you're looking for top 4, and
His performance wasn't matched.
you're still wanting to probably go to like semi-finals, the semis in Champions League.
Because
How?
exactly
Petrovic for me should just take over.
a player like what's it called? Especially in this top four battle, yeah, in this top four battle where Liverpool have been shaky. Who else? Villa are not who they're supposed to be. And then Manchester United have been winning, but they just lost, So there's a
Mhm,
chance for Chelsea to punch above their weight class a little bit and
mhm,
get really, really deep into that and get really, really deep into that top four battle, you understand?
mhm,
So
mhm,
with a goalkeeper like Sanchez,
mhm.
that is going to be a problem because you're going to have games where you're clearly winning, clearly dominating. We have about 10 more games to go in the Premier League. There are going to be games, at least one or two, where you'll
Mhm.
be clearly winning and clearly dominating, and your goalkeeper will win and your goalkeeper will lose you that game. That's just going to happen.
Or
It's common.
you're just in a draw, and then you're still trying to figure out how you want to score. Boom, there's a bloop. Oops, you've taken 1 goal. So
100%.
you don't need that as a top team. You need people that, I mean, I don't know why when Donnarumma were out there in the market, they didn't get Donnarumma. Like, I would even take the person Donnarumma replaced over him. I'll take the old
Your
one.
guys
What's
are
his
not
name?
interested in buying
Emerson.
serious players.
Edison. Because
Oh,
yeah, I'll just say, Man City, give me your keeper. You take this one for free. Don't even give us anything. No, I'm dead as, because that's I don't if I'm watching my game and then I'm feeling a little bit unrest when a
yeah,
keeper is holding the ball, then there's something iffy about a keeper in general, because
100%.
exactly, because some people say, oh, he's looking for the best this thing to serve the ball and all that. Hey, keeper
No,
is
no,
a
no,
keeper.
no.
Just spread your ball and let people play their ball. This
No,
person tried to
not
lob.
confident. You can see that
Well,
Sanchez is not a very confident goalkeeper at this moment. So that's not good because goalkeepers have to be confident. You need your goalkeeper to be confident. And
well, okay, go on.
now, I mean, I just wanted to say, but today in the game versus Villa, you guys absolutely smoked Villa, man. I mean, it
Oh,
was a comfortable win. João Pedro hat trick, I believe. What was
yes,
it?
but Alfredo's first Premier League hat trick.
First Premier League hat trick. João
Yes,
Pedro hat trick.
he
So
just got it
that
on
guy
the
is beast, man.
Chelsea.
How many
Yes,
goals does he have now? I think he has like at least 13, 14 goals now in the league.
this is
And he's not
somebody
taking
who
penalties.
is this is someone. Yes, he's not taking penalties. This is someone that was not bought from a striker position, but because of the angle of the situation he came into, he just knew that,
Mhm.
hey, I have to be a striker. Pedro is mostly an AMF. You know, he likes to be fluid. I like him because he knows how to carry the ball. And then for some
Yeah,
reason, I saw your friend Garnacho trapping well today and running with the ball. And he
bro.
also gave an assist.
Let me tell you
Like,
something. Against a team like Villa, where they don't have like established fullback, I know Matt Cash is a very decent Premier League fullback, but their midfield is thin also, where they don't have Kamara there, they don't have Tillemans. Somebody like
mm,
Garnacho can have a good game. I mean, Garnacho is gonna have a good game every now and then. A broken clock is right twice in a day. You understand?
oh,
But that but but that doesn't mean in the grand scheme of things you're going to be happy with that spend. You're not going to be happy that your team paid 40 million pounds for Garnacho. That's not something Chelsea fans are even hoping for anymore. I believe we've gone past that already. So
yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that he had a little bit of nice kick ups against Aston Villa doesn't remove from the idea that he's an atrocious footballer that nobody in the Premier League wants in their club. Not even Chelsea fans are happy. Even when he has good games, Chelsea fans
Yeah.
can't even begin to hope that he will continue. So it's a madness, man. When it comes to Garnacho, it's just a madness. So
Ja Pedro was able to like now this is how you know people who know how to do their job. If you watch the second goal, it was just this 2-3 seconds brilliance.
yeah,
This very cheeky pass, you're in
yeah,
between the keeper, a short ball, 50-50, who gets it first, and very brilliant, spot on reflex, boom, you chip the ball over the keeper. You know,
yeah.
these things are instant. If you don't have this football knowledge inside of you, if you don't have this technique built in inside of you naturally, you might want to maybe pull the ball away from the keeper, start doing too many things before you know you have people blocking all your line of goals and all your line of sight. So this brilliance are the reason why you take regular players from you know people who you know that are going to do very well because in
Hmm.
this moment they make the right decisions, right? Not once, not twice. You see the boy is coming through, shoots both with the left and the right. It's been a while I saw someone who has accuracy to some very good extent with like both feet,
Yeah.
and they can like pull some very very strong heavy shot for a skinny person.
Nah,
So
Japedro is amazing, man. He's
yeah,
amazing. He's amazing.
yeah,
So far, so
make
good. Very good.
yeah.
Very, very good buy for Chelsea. That's the only buy from last summer that just looks good. And you know why?
Yeah,
It was because he was an assured Premier League buy. He already had multiple seasons in Premier League. I think he played in the Championship, so he has been a seasoned footballer in English football. So he
mm,
knows the league, he knows the country. He doesn't have much adjustment to make. It's an easy decision. You understand? Delap,
mm.
another case, I believe should be doing better, but he's young. He's young and he just had one season in the Premier League and Chelsea bought him. So they need to give him the benefit of the doubt for some time at least. Or you don't go
Okay.
for such players. You understand? If you're gonna
Oh,
go for
okay.
such players, you're gonna expect them to be inconsistent. Somebody like Joao Pedro always had a better chance of being consistent than Liam Delap. You understand? Because Joao
So
Pedro
if
was
it's like
just
if it's
ready
that
to
way,
go.
sorry,
Mhm.
if it's that way, what would you? I don't want to go back too much to etiquette, but if you want to go back to
Yeah.
people who are seasoned already, he had no seasoning. He came from German league or wherever.
Yeah,
Boom.
I can tell you about the Ekitike situation. Not all fingers are equal. All fingers are not equal. You understand? All fingers are not equal. When it comes to quality, yeah, the quality that Ekitike has, Joao Pedro doesn't have it. You understand? Joao Pedro is very good, a very good goal scorer and all that, but he's not Ekitike. When you see both of them play, the imprints that they have on the game is not the same. Ekitike is just a better footballer than what's his name, Joao Pedro. So even in cases where Joao Pedro, although I believe Joao Pedro is the kind of player that you put in any system and he'll look good, he's just that good of a footballer. But Ekitike just has more tangibles. Like he's a better dribbler. He carries the ball better. Maybe not through his middle, but from the wing. Ekitike is like both footed in his dribbling. So it's more refined. It is more appealing and it is more deceptive. Ekitike is not conventional in the way he plays football. Also, the way he moves with the ball is a little bit different. His finishing is just as good as Joao Pedro's finishing. Joao Pedro can be a better player striking the ball from distance. Long shots, Joao Pedro is probably a little bit better than Ekitike. But in general, Ekitike's link play Man, Joao Pedro has a sick link play too. You know what? Yeah, these two players are just players that I think it's just a matter of opinion.
And the truth of the matter too is that
Let me just finish this
both
point.
the
It's just
okay.
it's just these two players are players that it's just a matter of opinion. You can say Ketike for you is better than Joao Pedro, and you can say Joao Pedro is better. And they offer so many things that are so similar, yet they are so different players. Because Ikitike is taller, but Joao Pedro is also very good in the air. So it's like pick your poison. Both of them are so good at everything that you have to like, and they all play with the confidence. They all play with that confidence. Joao Pedro believes in himself. You can see that he
Mhm.
believes in himself. Ikitike thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. So both of them is like a very, very good comparison. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think about both of them. But because I don't know, I
Um,
cannot separate them. But if I was to
my
pick
okay.
one player, if I was to pick one of them,
Mhm.
I'll take Ikitike. I'll just take
Yeah.
Ikitike.
I'll say that Ekitike has made his mark in his own way of playing with Liverpool. Japello is playing with the team that has a more not so refined attack movements than Liverpool's own. Liverpool play does this whole 1-2 passes a lot, and they know how to do link ups and all that good stuff. Chelsea doesn't. We just, make the ball work, do a few passes here and there. Liverpool has a more stylish since club of moving into your 18. Them and Man City have that. So Etikite has been able to also move into that style and blended well. So probably that's why it looks like aesthetically good for you. Like,
Yeah.
he already knows that Salah is going to move from the right and come to the middle, and then he runs with the ball, probably gives him a back heel, and then something happens, even if it's not a goal, but you can see the move that you can see that they understand themselves, right?
I don't
So
I
for
don't think
Jao
it's
Pe-
necessarily like that.
for Jao Pedro, if there's one pro he has is if when Japero holds the ball, it might take like 2, 3 defenders to be all around him before he can lose it. So because he got like a lot of stamina. Predator has a lot of stamina. He holds the ball, he owns it. Even there are too many occasions where you find out that Japedo is crowded and he can still find a way to give out the pass. Etikite knows how to find spaces more than Japedo. Japedo will be in the same tight space and try to give out the pass. So it just depends on what you want to pick.
True, true.
Yeah,
Depends on what you want.
it
But
depends
I
on.
think Ikitike is just, to me, it's not
He,
just off the fact that Liverpool have a more refined attack, because I don't think Liverpool's attack is necessarily good. I think Mo Salah has been bad for a few years now. He's just been covering up his statistics. His performances have been not up to par. I don't even want to talk about him and Mbomo, because Mbomo right now is pissing me off on Man United and is similar to Mo Salah. But Mo Salah
what did you
is not
say?
a very good player on the ball.
What did you say about Mbemo?
It's pissing me off right now. His performances have been bad. He's just been getting GA. So he's like his first touch, his movement has been good, but his first touch on the ball, it's a problem, man. He's not very good on the ball. He's not good on the ball.
Oh
So
no.
it's like it's disturbing. It's very difficult to watch sometimes. The ball bounces off him.
Oh no. Well, but I mean, just take it. Just take it. Just take it that okay, Mbemo has had 2, 3 bad days. Come on. Come on.
No,
You
it's not
guys.
3 bad days, man. It's been very consistent for a while now. The problem with Mbomo is that his goals and assists makes you forgive his performances. His performances have not been great. Konya has had more better performances for us than Mbomo has. But
Mhm.
Konya has less goals and assists than Mbomo. I'll forgive whatever Mbomo is going to do. I forgive all the bad performances as long as he's putting up stats. But my brother, if you're not going to score or assist, you're not going to be allowed to play as bad as you've been playing. You're not going
Okay.
to be allowed to be players to
Run me,
play.
run me, run me through the game today because I
The
need to.
problem
The
today, let me tell
Manchester
you,
United versus Newcastle. I
yeah,
I I heard everything. So run me through the game.
yeah. I mean, Newcastle, the game began officially when Newcastle got that red card, because before then they were absolutely pressing Manchester United's neck.
Oh
Like
wow.
Manchester United were not playing well. We're not doing very well. Yeah, we were
Okay.
not doing very well during the game. Then Newcastle got that red card, right? And then
Mhm.
immediately Bruno committed the penalty. We committed the
Mm.
penalty. They scored the penalty, and then right after that, we scored from a free kick. I think Mazraoui was brought down. We scored from a free kick, and what's his name? Casemiro headed the ball into the goal. Second
Mm.
half started 1-1. Manchester United were one man up because Newcastle had a red card, Jacob Ramsey. In the second half, immediately the second half began, it felt like Newcastle had the extra man. It just felt like they had the extra man. They overwhelmed us. For the first 20, 25 minutes of the second half, they were pressing our necks. And this was highly because of,
With 10 players.
yes, and this was highly because of the management of Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick brought on Manuel Ugarte for Casemiro. Ugarte is not a footballer. I've said it times without number. He's not a footballer. He's just waiting for loose balls to slide tackle something. If you put a doll on the pitch and there's a loose ball next to the doll, Manuel Ugarte will slide tackle that doll intentionally, not by mistake. He just slide tackles anything he sees on the pitch. Besides that, he can't even complete a 5-yard pass with confidence. It's diabolical. Away from that, right? Is some background noise, bro.
Okay.
Away, away from that, yeah.
Yeah,
Away
go
from
on.
that, away from that, yeah. Manuel Ugarte is just, and then he had to bring on, and then Carrick had to bring on Malacia because Mazraoui got injured. So
Mm.
Malacia, who had played just one game for Man United over the past like maybe 2 seasons, came
Mhm.
on as a fullback. No surprise, it was through his angle that they scored the second goal. They came and he was just backpedaling. He couldn't engage. If Dogu was there, Dogu would have engaged. Dogu would have engaged. He just let the guy caught inside. Bro, what a goal by Osoala, what's his name is.
Mm.
Brother, that goal was amazing. The winning goal was amazing. Such curve on the shots. Lamens
Mm.
had no chance. He didn't even dive. He was just looking at the ball. The ball went to the post. Such a good goal. But to me, I felt like St. James Park is a place that we almost never win there. For the past, I believe, 4 times we've been there, we've lost. So it's like it's not a place where we go and win. So losing there is not a surprise to me. The problem is that they had 10 men, and we had an opportunity to at least get a draw from that game, knowing that it's a difficult ground, and we lost that opportunity. Luckily, although Chelsea won, they are still 3 points behind us. Liverpool also lost; they didn't win, so we're still secure in third. Villa lost. Chelsea lost. Villa lost to Chelsea, so everything is still fine in the grand scheme of things. It's not such a big deal. It's not such a big deal that we lost to Newcastle. It's our first loss in how many? 7, 8 games. So
Mhm.
it's calm. It's calm. It's not a big deal. It's calm.
It's just because of the statistics of having a record and then still winning.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, you guys are still good with your points.
Yeah.
Well, fourth position, huh?
Yeah. Third. We're third.
Oh, third. Okay.
Villa fourth. I just feel like one other reason why we've been poor for a while now is not just this game. We've not been very, very good for a while now. Has been our attack has not been playing well. And one of the reasons for that is that we lack that weight. We lack that natural weight. Since Dogo got injured, you can see the effects in our attack. We've had games where Konya played well, Mbomo played well, Sesko came on and scored. But as a unit, as an attacking unit, we've not been the same since Patrick Dogo got injured. Because he's the only one that gives us a natural width. And without that width, everything is down the inside, and it's like everything is the spaces are clogged because Konya wants to run down the center. Bomo wants to run into the center of the pitch. Ahmad wants to run into the center of the pitch. You understand? Konya even abandons his left wing position sometimes, and you see him on the right hand side.
Cunha
So it's
is
a
a
lot of things
rover.
going on. And
He's a rover player, so
exactly, he's a rover. So it's a lot of things going on. But if Patrick Dogo was there, you know Patrick Dogo will be on the outside, on the left hand side. So
Mhm.
that threat of making the pitch wide is always there. But without Dogo, we don't have that. And Dogo is the kind of player if you want him to play on the inside, he can come on the inside also. Because think about if you want him to play on the inside, he can play inside also. Because think about the goal he scored against Arsenal. It was him
Mhm.
running inside, inverting, and then bangs the goal, top corner.
Mhm.
Crazy,
Mhm.
right? So we
Mhm.
really, really miss Patrick Dogo. We really miss that guy.
Mhm. I mean, for somebody who has been with y'all like what one season,
Yeah.
well, that's some impact. Well, who pick
That
pick your top four this season? So who's gonna be the top four for you this season?
top four for me this season.
Mhm.
Of course, Arsenal and Man City will be first and second. I believe Man United will finish third.
Mhm.
And fourth. Fourth. if I'm forced to pick, I think it's going to be between Chelsea and Liverpool. But if I'm forced to pick one team, I'll pick Liverpool because they have some players coming back. I know Isak is going to come back before the end of the season. I
Okay.
believe. I want to say I believe Chelsea will go further in the Champions League than Liverpool. I have no reason for believing that. I
Mm.
have no footballing reason for believing that. I just believe that because that's what Chelsea do in seasons when they're not good in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So I believe Chelsea will go for them because of that. Liverpool will have enough time to focus in the Premier League. I don't care who Chelsea is playing in the next round. I just believe Chelsea will go for them because even if Chelsea plays against PSG, there's no like if somebody tells me now or if you predict to me that Chelsea will beat PSG,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on you for that. Chelsea can
Yeah.
go and beat PSG. So it's like Liverpool will leave the competition earlier than Chelsea, I believe, and because of that, they'll be able to focus on the Premier League and do better. And Liverpool have the experience of winning the title recently, which means they've won something. They know how to pursue something and win it more recently than Chelsea. I'm talking about league format. I'm not talking about those club
Okay.
World Cup and all those things. Those are not.
Mm.
Everybody knows
Mm.
those trophies don't count in the grand
Okay.
scheme of things.
Okay.
So that's why I expect Liverpool to finish fourth ahead of Chelsea. But
But they gave us a golden badge. But yeah, it doesn't count. But go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
listen,
Go on. Go on.
Club World
Go
Cup
on.
has
Please.
never
I'm so
been a thing
sorry.
until
I'm
Chelsea
so
won it.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Go, please
Club
go
World Cup
on.
was never a thing. It was never a serious competition until Chelsea won it. Club World Cup.
Granted.
The Chelsea fans won the Club World Cup and they started wearing like I saw some Chelsea fans with like WWE Chelsea style belts because of Club World Cup, wearing like crowns, helmets, whatever. They are making themselves armors. Chelsea fans don't become knights, finish all of them because I said they win Club World Cup. I just don't understand. It's
They're so
just one
sorry.
trophy. I remember when Man United won the Champions League in 2008. We also played the Club World Cup. I believe we won it also. I don't remember, but
Is it
I didn't
Club
even
World
care
Cup
whether
or
we won it
Super
or we
Cup?
lost. Nobody cares whether we won it or we lost. We didn't care. But Chelsea won it all of a sudden because they played this in America. All of a sudden, it's like World Cup, another World Cup, like the main World Cup. I don't understand. I don't understand. These Chelsea fans here, Chelsea people here. You guys, you never
Um,
amaze me.
so your top four is going to be Arsenal, Manchester City,
United
Manchester
and
United, and
between Liverpool and Chelsea.
Liverpool. Liverpool, or between Liverpool and Chelsea. It should be around the same for me. Arsenal, Man City. Man City might still have one more game to lose anyway.
Yeah.
I have that gut feeling they still have like one more game to lose. So I mean, it's an Arsenal trophy if you ask me. I've said it
Mhm.
because I made my predictions at the beginning of this year. Yeah, so I said it already. But it's a Premier League. Anything can happen. That's why it's not the Farmers League.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially when Arsenal is running for it. I think I have, but whatever it is, I still put out there that Arsenal is in favor to go for it and pick it up. And Champions League, I don't think they'll go far, but if they do, probably not to pick it up, but to just be a part of the whole. I think at the end it might still be around the Spanish people. Probably, I don't know how many Spanish people are playing and how many
And
English teams are playing like
what,
that
what
that
English teams have been
qualified.
doing to them? What English teams have been doing to Spanish league in the Champions League? You're no good at all. It's not fair. It's not fair. They've been absolutely embarrassing the Spanish leagues in Spanish teams in the
If
Champions League.
if yes, English teams have been dominated, but you should understand that in competitions, to just take one brilliance.
When it gets to knockouts, it's different. I know.
Yes, you just take one brilliance that will happen home and away. Boom, you're gone, gone, bye bye. Your unbeaten record doesn't count for shit.
Especially like
You
Real Madrid in knockout games.
exactly. They got that mind. They got that mindset when it comes to those knockout games. So
Yeah, that's why I can't wait to, next season when that Champions League anthem is playing and Manchester United in it, is in it.
how many years? How many
Listen,
years? How many years
listen.
now?
I don't even know. I don't want to remember. I don't care how many years it's been. I don't care how many years it's been. Next season, once that
Yeah,
Champions League anthem starts playing next season, brother,
yeah.
tears will be rolling down my eyes. I don't know
So-
how I'm going to behave. I don't know how I'm going to react. I might start punching people next to me. I might throw money around. I might do something. I might do something crazy. Because
Okay,
I
okay,
might even start jumping up because I don't know how to feel when we play in the Champions League again. Because I
okay.
need to feel that Champions League feeling. Those Wednesday nights. I need
Yeah,
to start feeling those Wednesday nights again. Champions League feeling is different, bro. Champions League.
yeah.
These
Uh,
are the champions, bro. Give me that puff
uh,
puff. Puff.
yeah. I mean, the competition now has changed pattern, so it's a better competition. But I think the players are playing too much games. But it is what it is. That's what they get paid for.
Yeah.
And people should watch out for also for Igor Thiago because he's becoming something else.
I,
Playing in
I think
Brentford,
Chelsea should
and
sign Igor Thiago.
yeah, he said who?
Chelsea.
Yeah, we might decide to go for him, but I'm sure some top team would want to sign him after this
Of
season.
all the top teams in the Premier League, Chelsea is the only one without like a top out and out striker. And no disrespect to João Pedro, he's scoring a lot of goals. But even most Chelsea fans at the beginning were not comfortable with him being the one leading the lines. He's a second striker. Just that in this generation, that position doesn't exist anymore. But he's a
Mhm.
second striker. You can't play him in the 10. He's not a 10. He's a second striker.
No, he's a second striker. Yeah.
So, but Chelsea need a striker. Chelsea need an out and out number 9. Whenever Chelsea are really good, they have an out and out number 9. And I cannot think of a better profile than Igor Thiago. They need to be in the
Yeah.
market. As soon as the transfer window open, Chelsea need to get busy. They need to call Brentford. They need to ask them what number they want. And they need to put their money where their mouth is and get Igor Thiago if they're serious.
Yeah.
I'm sure clearly could go and buy some 18-year-old from Paraguay or something like that, or some 13-year-old from Venezuela. Brother,
we are
no
grooming
disrespect
boys.
to the young talent, but
We're grooming boys. That's what Chelsea are starting into. But
no
eh,
disrespect to the young talent. No disrespect to the young talent, but Chelsea need people to help them win now. You have to have a mix of young talent and people to help you win now. Look at Esteval. At the beginning of the season, I was telling my friends about Esteval, my friends that are Chelsea fans. I told them, hey, listen, this guy is very talented. This guy looks like he's the real deal. He can dribble, he can do this, he can do that. But do not expect this guy to contribute significantly to your season. If you're going into the season expecting Esteval to game in, game out, be one of the best players at Chelsea, you're not going to do anything that season. You're not going to do anything this season. And a lot of them are arguing. A lot of them are like, nah, you haven't watched him. He's this guy. I'm like, yeah, no matter the talents, the age is going to show, especially the fact that he's also inexperienced in England. Fantastic talent, fantastic talent. But there are some things that talents cannot hide. There are some things that talents cannot overcome. Experience, understanding the game, reading of the game, intelligence. He has the raw materials, but he still has to build himself into that player that
mm.
is able to, put it together and create a cohesive game play style that can help a team, a top team like Chelsea, progress. That
But
he
I
can
think
become one of the main figures in a top team
yeah.
like Chelsea.
But he will definitely get there.
He will get there. He will get there. I believe he can get there. He can
He
get there for sure. He can
definitely
get
get
there.
there for sure. And he'll definitely get there. All in all, I mean, this weekend football has been um it was a soccer punch to Manchester United, so
Bro.
also other teams too. And it has actually set the table to a point where people can tell easily
Yeah.
that which people are going to progress or do something or move forward or whatever. So uh, I wasn't expecting Arsenal to like take that leap of extra points, but they did.
Man, they were so poor at Brighton today. Did you hear what the Brighton coach came? Did you hear what the Brighton coach said about Arsenal?
No.
He said about Ateta. He was like, the Brighton coach was openly criticizing Ateta and saying things about, oh, I'm not the kind of manager that will play that kind of way. Basically, saying that Ateta is just playing some devilish football, that nobody respects, some devilish football that nobody wants to play. You understand? Talking about them wasting time badly, doing things, and just these tactics of old religion kind of football, them Merlin kind of football. All those kind of like football that just feels like nothing beautiful about it. Like nobody wants to watch that kind of football. That's what Arsenal they do. And then Brighton played all the good football and then they lost. And
Well,
you see Arsenal there. You see,
I,
let me talk about Arsenal for a second. Yeah. Let me talk about Arsenal for a second. They are winning. They are fine. They are winning. They're probably going to win the league. But if I talk, it will be like I'm hating on Arsenal. But the kind of football they are playing here is one of the reasons why the FA have to make sure Arsenal do not win the league, because they cannot carry these blueprints. They cannot make this the blueprints for winning the Premier League. If the blueprint for winning the Premier League becomes playing nonsense football, hitting the ball at people to win corners and throw-ins, and launching it into the box, hugging goalkeepers, making things uncomfortable for defenses, pushing people around, and trying to head the ball into the back of the net, then that is not where football wants to go. That is going to be catastrophic for the image that football has built over the years. Even the great legends of football, I was looking at Reed Gillett the other day. He was saying that he cannot watch football anymore. Look at that Chelsea versus Arsenal game. Very, very, very terrible example of what football should look like. And this only happens in games that Arsenal are present. No other team is doing this to each other. No other teams are doing this to each other. It's just Arsenal. So that is one of the reasons why most rival fans this season do not want to see Arsenal win the league. It's not because we don't think they're deserving. It's because their style of play is not tantamount, is not concurrent with qualities or styles of play of teams that win the Premier League. How can you win the Premier League and none of your strikers are in like the top 5 goal scorers? You know,
Facts.
nobody in your attack is in the top 5 goal scorers. Your goals, we spread our goals. Yeah, your defenders are scoring most of your goals through corners. You understand? Pushing people around. It's just something that everybody's talking about it. It just doesn't make sense that this is happening in modern day football. And they don't care and they are not ashamed of it. Shameless team. But what can you say? They are winning, so you cannot say anything. They are winning.
So, like I said, they'll do whatever it takes to win.
100%.
Well, I told you the last time we spoke, I said if they have to buy it, they'll buy it, but they'll do whatever it takes to win because it's been a minute. So if they're now using the pattern of ball wasting and all those things as game time management, they'll do it. Until the opponent gets tired and everything is as long as they get the 3 points, they're good.
That's facts. That's
As long
facts.
as
They don't care.
yeah,
This man
yeah.
don't care, man.
Yeah, so because at this point it's like it's a pride thing, so they have to like secure their bragging rights.
That's true.
And 22 years is a long time, so they're going to try to do whatever it takes to win. I told you the last time we spoke. So
What about Man City drawing today to Nottingham Forest? Forest is always a tough team to play against, and no doubt. But I think Man City should be winning games like that if they're serious about winning.
yeah,
Because
I mean,
I talked about Man City earlier, yeah. I talked
mm,
about City earlier, and I said that the reason why I believe that Arsenal would beat City to win in
mhm,
the title is the fact that I don't trust City to not drop points, even when Arsenal drop points. Because City, they haven't shown us this season the consistency. Yes, they used to show it in other years where they'll be consistent back to back to back and win. But this
mhm.
season, it hasn't been done. If there's anything that has been consistent this season, it's been Arsenal. And to win the Premier League, consistency is the number one thing. You have to be consistent. Arsenal, game in, game out, week in, week out, injury, no injury, they've held or they've shown a particular level of consistency in winning games, getting draws, getting results, getting good results that City haven't shown. So because of
I
that,
mean,
I don't care if Semenyo is there.
City is City. Tuchel used to say that you need a little bit of luck in all this mixture, but City is losing some of those luck. Nottingham Forest would have been an easy game, just like Wolves, but no easy game in Premier League. First of all, it's just maybe a team that is going through it,
True.
or a game or a team that is not solid enough, or they have injuries. So no easy game per se, but all in the mix of it, City's game would have been not a walkover, but it would have been one of those easy games. But see, and it's not about Semenyo or Cherky or this one or Donnarumma or this or that. Everybody there is, I think, they're solid players. City has a freaking depth. You sometimes need that luck. You sometimes need those things that just turn the whole thing around and makes it look good last minute, right? Or beginning of the game. And then you score that one goal that saves you all through the game. And then you just, hey, boys, lock up. Yeah. those are the things that now is in favor of Arsenal and not in City.
That's true.
Regardless of the fusion of the Semenyo dribble of the is not I want to say Doku and say Dogo.
Jeremy Doku, yeah.
Jeremy Doku, regardless of all this sophistication, you still need those bit of, luck that makes the ball, it makes your second ball come to your striker instead. I know you made mention of the highest goal not being a part of Arsenal team, which is very, very different when people carry, Premier League, you have your top or your top scorer is almost like
Yeah.
first or second or third or something. And it's different this time because more of their goals have been like free kicks and all that, but the corner kicks are entering because of this luck, because they can be playing this corner kick and guess what? The very first person it gets to it, this might be the keeper's hands or the head. It's not big. So that push, all those things are there to just help their luck grow more, just to
Yeah.
create this scenario, but don't touch anybody. Just push people around with your body, but don't then look for a way it creates. But everything is a technique, or as long as it borders around the rules. Nobody's trying to make football beautiful as before.
Man, I don't know, man. I just don't. I can't respect that.
We're not talking about it being respected. We're just talking about what it is now.
That's true.
That's what it
I'm
is
just saying, in
now.
general, as a fan of football, like somebody who likes to watch football.
As a fan of football, first of all, I wouldn't even buy some of the players playing now back in the day.
Yeah, like I don't even like watching Arsenal as an example. Yeah, if they're not playing a big team, bro, I'm sorry, I'm not watching them. I'm
You
not.
probably
Let's have absolutely nothing to do, and the Arsenal game is on the TV. I'll just turn it on because it's like
you probably have a few games then to watch for the season when it's Arsenal.
sitting through. I mean, I watch them in the Champions League, but I'm not watching them in the Premier League is awful, bro. It's awful. Anyway, we'll be wrapping up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up. We gotta
Wrap up
wrap
here.
up. Yeah.
It was a good show. Thank
Yeah,
you
it
for
was,
joining this time around.
man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. There are some things I'll tell you after the show, but you
For
know what
sure.
it is. Yeah.
All right, my people.
We're doing it. Yeah. Thanks for everyone who sat back towards the show, Sinner and Saints. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
Yep,
football,
my people.
Foodie Salvation, Soccer Villa One, wherever you enjoy your game. Enjoy your
Like the
game.
video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Soccer Villa also
Share,
as well.
subscribe, feel good, enjoy it. We always keep it locked in, you know what I mean?
All right, my
Gotcha.
people. See you next time.
Yeah.